change to happy cat, back down. So our gaze goes from looking at our knees up to the ceiling and back down. Look to the knees, really push that upper back up. Happy cat, back down. We've got 5, 4, 3. Hey, make sure if you've got your weights there as well. I forgot to mention we are using some cans or weights, whatever you've got. 2, and last one. Sinking back down into your child's pose. Reach those hands as far forward as you can. Excuse me. And sorry. Oh. I just ate a raw carrot before. It's stuck in my throat. All right. What was I going to say? We're going to do some thread the needle. So lift up onto your hands and knees. Knees under the hips. Hands under the shoulders. Right hand comes up and then we thread. Rest the arm fully down onto the mat. Lift and thread. Lift and thread. Beautiful. That's it. Lift and thread. Lift and thread. 3 more and then we'll swap sides. 2. And last one. Let's swap sides. Left hand lifts and we thread. Lift and thread. Resting that arm down onto the mat. Feeling that nice little stretch in the shoulder. Lift and thread. 3, 2, and last one. Beautiful. Pushing back into child's pose. Reach those hands as far forward as you can. All right. Now we're going to come up, tucking the toes under. Push the bum back to the heels and forward we come over the wrists. So we're just going to stretch out the wrists. Back and forward. Beautiful. That's it. Spine's just in a neutral position. So we're not happy cat, we're not angry cat, just in between the two. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keeping your toes tucked. Let's lift up into a pike and then drop the knees back down. Lift up into a pike. Drop the knees back down. Now when you come up into that pike, let's try and straighten out the spine. So what we're going to do is lift into that pike. Now at the moment my spine's a bit rounded. I'm just going to think about pushing my chest closer towards my legs and then drop back down. Lift and then try and straighten out that spine by pushing your chest closer towards your legs. All right, we've got 4, 3. Beautiful, that's it. Doing well, 2 more. And last one. Gently drop the knees, untuck the toes, and just give those wrists a little bit of a roll out. Nice work. All right. Now, we're going to do something similar, but just a little bit different. So we're going to come up to like a crouched position. So we're up on our feet. Bringing the hands down in front. Now you're going to have to play around with what feels right, okay? So you may find that you can have your hands closer to your feet, or you may find you need to bring them further apart. We're going to lift the bum up to the ceiling and then drop back down. Lift the bum up to the ceiling, drop back down. Now what we're going to start to do here is push our weight over our hands, drop back down. So it's like an extra stretch in those wrists. Drop back down. So find that spot what works best for you, and then gradually, if you can start to walk your hands closer, give it a go. We've got 4. Beautiful, that's it, you're doing really well. Now on our last one, we're going to hold in 2 and 1. Now lift, hold, pushing your weight over the wrist for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently drop back down, untuck those toes, push into your child's pose, take a stretch. Take a little breather. Give those wrists a good roll out. So that's that last one that we did, actually both of them, and not that we're going to be doing handstands in Pilates, but that's a stretch and a warm-up that you do to gradually get up to doing a handstand. So it's really good for that strength through the wrists. All right, let's come up onto our knees and we're going to grab hold of our weights. All right, one in each hand. Now, we did this one last week where we're serving the platter of food. Our hands come down by our side. We come up onto the knees, lifting the arms up in front, and then drop back down. Lift and drop back down. Lift and drop back down. Lovely, Victoria. I love it. I've got the coconut water there. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, dropping back down. Okay, so our next one, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to lift, then we're going to bring our arms out to the T. Back to center and down. Lift, out, in, down. Lift, out, in, down. Lift, out, in, down. Beautiful, nice work, Vic. Just passing it to one side to the other. Drop back down. Lift, out, in, down. All right, hopefully my internet is holding up because everyone's frozen on my screen. Hopefully you can still hear and see me. Lift, out, in, down. Let's go for another 5. I'm just going to check my internet connection. Another 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your breather. Take a stretch. Have a drink if you need to. Beautiful. All right. Now we're going to go into thread the needle with our hand weight. So we're just going to pop that weight into the right hand to begin with. I'm actually just going to turn around so I can show you this angle. We're going to lift the arm up to the ceiling. Our gaze looks up, and then we thread, and we're not resting the arm down onto the mat. So we're just bringing it through. Lift and thread. Lift and thread. Lift and thread. Beautiful, that's it. Lift and thread. Lift, looking up to the ceiling, thread. Always looking to those fingertips. For 5, and then we'll swap sides. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Beautiful, all right. If you're using a weight, pop it into your other hand. Left hand lifts. Look up to the ceiling and we thread. Lift and thread. Lift and thread without dropping the arms to the mat. Lift and thread. Lift and thread. Beautiful, that's it. We've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, lift and thread. Pop that weight to the side, pushing back into child's pose again. Have a stretch, have a drink if you need. Okay, so I was thinking we might do that little challenge if anyone was in the class yesterday. What we did is we're going to just balance onto our one side, and you can add in the weight if you'd like, so I'll demonstrate. We're going to put our body weight into our left hand and left knee, and then we take the right leg long. Okay, from here, you may find you need to reposition the hand a little bit as you lift your right arm up. Now, if you can see what my body's doing, it's turning towards the camera, and that's helping me balance a little bit better. Now, over time, what I'm going to do is start to rotate my torso down towards the mat, and then we crunch. Okay? Now, if you wanted to add in the weight, grab hold of the weight and crunch. Have a play around with it. Don't stress if you don't get it straight away, okay? Even if you just get up to that balancing part, you're going to be using your core, regardless of doing that crunch. Beautiful, that's it. So popping your body weight over to the left, lift the right leg, lift the right arm. From here, crunch. Back out long, crunch. back out long. And if you're opening up through the chest towards the camera or towards whichever way you're facing, just see if you can try and rotate the torso to face a little bit further down towards the mat. But if you're feeling unbalanced, just stay open with that chest. All right, we've got 3. You're doing so well here. 2. And 1. Beautiful. Drop back down. Take a breather. And we'll do the other side. So like I said, even if you're just balancing onto that side without doing the crunch, you're still really working here, okay? So find what works best for you today. Pop your weight over to the right. Left leg goes long, left arm comes up. Now from here, if you're ready to do a crunch, elbow to knee, back out long. Elbow to knee, back out long. You can add in the weight if you would like to. Beautiful, that's it. Even just practicing, you're doing so well. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping back down. Push back into child's pose, take a breather. That was really good. That was really good. Everyone did really well there. Like I said, regardless of where you are, even just trying to find the balance is really challenging. So take a little breather, have a drink if you need, and then we're going to work our way into a seated position. So if you'd like to, cross the feet over, walk the hands back, flip over onto your bum. And then just shuffle forward, grabbing hold of your weights. All right, so we've been practicing these ones every week for the last 4 weeks. We bring those arms back behind, leaving the feet planted into the mat. Now remember, where your feet are is going to determine how much more challenging it is to get up. So the further they are away, the easier it becomes. The closer they are to your bum, the more challenging it is. Lift the hands straight up to the ceiling, chin to chest. We sit up, and then as we come back down, we're going to circle those arms around back to our start position. Arms up, chin to chest. Circle those arms back to our start position. Chin to chest, coming up. Circle as we come back down. Gonna come over and have a look. Beautiful, that's it. Circle as you come back down. Doing really well here. We've got 3 more and then we're gonna reverse. Lift and circle as you come back down. 2 more. Lift and circle. Last one, arms up, chin to chest, lift and circle back to our start position. Taking a breather. All right, now we do the circle at the base. So circle those arms around, chin to chest, we sit up. As we come back down, we lift the hands up to the ceiling and straight back behind. Circle sitting up, arms up to the ceiling and straight back and behind. Circle sitting up, straight back and behind. Keep going here. Beautiful. Circle at the base. Bring those weights together, hands together, and then back. 3 more. Beautiful. Doing really well here. 2 more. And last one. Lift. And arms straight back and behind. Bring those hands down into your chest. Now, if you need to give those knees a little rock or a hug into your chest, go for it. Okay, we're going to move into our hip bridges. So, let's just warm up the spine first and just think about that, pushing the light out, letting the light in. So, we push the light out, can't get your hand under your lower back, let the light in, hand can fit under. Push the light out, let the light in. Push the light out, let the light in. All right, for 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, bring your elbows down into the mat. Hands are facing up. We're going to punch up to the ceiling and back down. Okay? Now, we're going to do those with our hip bridges. So, next time those elbows come down, we're going to push the light out, raise the hips up, push the hands up to the ceiling, and then drop back down. Elbows come back down. So it's like we're doing a upside down push up with the arms. Push that light out, lift the hips, arms come up and back down. lift and back down, lift and back down. Push the light out, hips come up, coming back down. Don't let that light in until your bum is fully on the mat. Push the light out, hips up. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold your hips up high. Hold them up, squeeze those glutes. We're going to do some heel raises. From here, lift one heel up, drop it down, lift the other heel up, drop it down. If you would like to try a double heel raise, try lifting both heels at the same time. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping back down. Bring those weights back down into your chest. Rock those knees. Nice work. Those little heel raises, yeah, they get in there. Okie doke. Now, from here, what are we doing next? We are going to roll over onto our side. So I had to think about that for a second. So just face towards the camera. Popping your weights to the side for the moment. We're going to come into our clam. So we're actually going to come up onto our forearm. Now, if you would like to add weights onto this, you can grab one, or if you're game, if you're up for it, grab 2 weights. If you've got hand weights, that is. If you've got cans or anything else, just use the one. And pop them just above your knee and your outer thigh. All right, now from here, just lightly holding them there. Lift and lower into our clams. Lift and lower. All right, we're going to do 45 seconds here. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Breathing through it. Lift and lower. All right, we're halfway. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Keep going here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, take both legs long. Now we've got 2 options here. So, now if you find it difficult here on your forearm to lift the hips up, this is when you're going to come up onto your hand and either keep your knees stacked on top of each other, or you can have the legs long. So I'm going to demonstrate all of the versions. So version number 1 down on the forearm, we take the top leg in front. We're going to be lifting the hips up and down. Now, if you wanted to have weights there, you could be holding onto the weights now outside of the thigh. Now, your other version, if you find that quite difficult there, what we're going to do is come up onto the wrist, keeping the knees stacked on top of each other, lift the hips up, and then come back down. And we're lightly touching the bum to the mat here with all of these, okay? So try not to fully come down. Now, if you want to go for that full version on the wrist, take both legs long, lift, and back down. Lift, and back down. All right, we're going to go for another 10, 9, 8. Beautiful, doing really well here. And we've got 5, 4, 3, almost there. 2 more, 2 more. And last one, drop back down. If you're on your wrist, give those wrists a good roll out because it is a lot of pressure there. Beautiful. Okay. How are we going for time? Let's do the other side now. So we're going to roll over, do the other side. So we're going to start with our clams. If you want to add those weights or weights on, just pop them to the outer thigh, just above the knee. We're going to open and close. Open and close. Beautiful. That's it. Keep going here. Open and close. So we've got 45 seconds in total. Doing really well. Open and close. If you wanted to make it a bit more challenging, I know we didn't do it on the other side, but you could always press a little bit more pressure into those weights. All right, we've got 20 seconds. Breathing through it. Let's go for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop down. Pop those weights down. Give that glute a bit of a smack if you need. And we're going to take those legs long into our hip lifts. So again, we can be down on the forearm. We can be up on the wrist with our knees bent or legs long. Okay, from here, if you wanted to add the weight or weights onto the outer thigh, you can hold them there, lift and lower, lift and lower. We're lightly touching the bum down and then pushing straight back up. Lightly touching the bum, pushing straight back up. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, almost there. 2, last one, dropping back down. Let's push into child's pose, take a bit of a stretch. Reach those fingertips as far forward as you can. Make sure, give those wrists a bit of a roll out if they need it, then have a drink. Whew, all right. We're going for time. Let's do a bit of seated work now. There was another wrist one I want to do. We may do it towards the end if we've got time, but it's a lot of pressure on the wrist, so we give them a little break. All right, we're going to come to a seated position with our legs out in front. With our weights or without, if you prefer, bring those hands into your chest. Now, we're just going to focus on the lean back aspect. So sitting up nice and tall, we're going to lean back, keeping our spine straight, and then come back up. Leaning back and back up. Leaning back and back up. For 4, 3, straight spine, that's it, 2, and 1. Okay, now we're going to take off our hat and dive forward. So hands into our chest, straight spine, lean back, off with the hat, dive forward, reset, lean back, off with the hat, dive forward, leaning back, straight spine, off with the hat, dive forward. So one thing I want to just draw your attention to here is when you do that lean back part, so our gaze is looking straight forward now, and if you can see where my eye line goes, as I lean back, I'm now looking up to the joint of the roof and the wall. So my neck is mostly staying in line with my spine. Then I take off the hat, then dive forward and you round the spine. Sit back up tall, your gaze moves from in front to up towards the joint of the roof and the wall, off with the hat, and dive forward. So we're just trying to keep our neck a little bit more in line with our spine when we do that lean back part. So come and have a look. Beautiful, Kira, that looks really nice. That's it. Nice, Vic, lift those arms up. Beautiful. That looks really good, Beth. Nice work, Shannon, Rach, that's it. Now, let's try and point those toes up to the ceiling so we stretch through the hamstrings at the same time. We've got 3 more here. 2 more. And last one, diving forward. Beautiful, nice work. All right, now, we're going to do our rounded spine version of this. So, what we're going to do, bring our weights into our chest. We do start sitting up tall, then we round the spine. We're going to lean back, arms are going to go out, palms facing to the wall behind. Nose to knees, and then we butterfly the arms up and over. With or without weights, okay? So sit up tall, then we round the spine. We lean back, arms out, palms back, nose to knees, and butterfly right at the end. Beautiful, that's it. Let's keep going here. So we round the spine, chin to chest, leaning back, arms out, nose towards knees, and big butterfly with those arms, back to our toes. Reset, round, lean back, 1, 2, and butterfly. Leaning back, arms out, and butterfly. Beautiful, that's it. We've got 3 more, so our butterfly is right at the end. Nose to knees and butterfly. 2 more. Leaning back, arms out, nose to knees and butterfly. Last one. Beautiful. All right, pop those weights aside. Give those shoulders a little bit of a roll out. 100th time. So, the best time. All right, if anybody would like it, absolutely optional. You do not need to do this if you feel like it's way too much for you. You can add your weight to your inner thighs when you have your legs out long and you're pumping those arms. It's hard. So even if you want to try it, if you find it gets too much, just ditch it and keep going with your 100s. All right, so we all know our 4 different versions. I'm going to count you down from 5. I'll let you know when we're halfway, and when we've got 10 to go, remember to breathe. In for 5, out for 5. All right, when you're ready, let's get set up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Halfway. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest down. Woo! Nice work, everyone. Kira, you absolutely killed that one. Had to wait there the whole time. That was impressive. Take a breather, have a little rest. We might actually just move straight into our cool down from here. I think you guys have worked pretty hard tonight. So when you're ready, roll back over onto your stomach and push back into child's pose. Taking a nice long stretch here, reaching those fingertips as far forward as you can. We're going to move to our angry cat to cobra. And remember, if you feel like you just need to sink into cobra for a little bit longer, just to stretch out through the abs, go for it. Coming back through angry cat, rounding that spine back to child's pose. So you can use your breath here, breathing in through angry cat, out through child's pose and cobra, just to catch your breath and get back to a regular breathing pattern. Rounding that spine through your angry cat. Let's really push that spine up to the ceiling. Beautiful. We're going to go for another 30 seconds here. So just finding your own pace and your own rhythm. All right, let's make this our last one. So finishing off, pushing back into child's pose. When you're done, we'll all meet back here. Reaching those fingertips as far forward as you can. Let's work our way into pigeon. So either coming from all fours or tuck the toes, come up into a pike, drop the right knee down, drop the back knee, untuck the toes. Sliding straight down into your preferred position. We're going to do 60 seconds here. With each breath out, let's sink deeper into that hip. Again, with each breath out, we sink deeper into that right hip, feeling that stretch just a little bit more intensely. Hold for another 20 seconds and then we'll swap sides. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pushing the hands into the mat. Either come back to all fours or come through your pike, lifting up, swapping sides. Drop the back knee, untuck the toes, sliding down into your preferred position. Beautiful, that's it. Now with each breath out, let's sink deeper into that hip. It's allowing the body to become a bit heavier. Sinking deeper into that left hip, feeling that stretch a little bit deeper. Beautiful. Let's hold for another 20 seconds. And another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pushing those hands into the mat, pushing back up into a pike or back to all fours, and we'll all come back down into child's pose. Untuck the toes, pushing back into child's pose. All right, from here, let's walk the hands forward, lifting the bum up to the ceiling. We're going to really think about just the chest dropping down towards the mat here. Just dropping that chest down. And when you're ready, feed the left hand through the right, looking out to those fingertips. Beautiful. We'll hold for 10. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Swapping sides. Bring that left hand, feed it through the right. Look out to those fingertips. Just hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing both hands out in front. Again, just think about that chest dropping down towards the mat. And we'll just slowly creep those fingertips back as we drop our bum back down to our heels. All right, let's work our way up to standing now. So tuck those toes under into a pike. Walk the hands to the feet, taking a bend in the knees as you come back up. We're going to swing from side to side. Just allow those arms and head and chest to become heavy. Just dragging your upper body down towards the mat. If your hands are really in the way, you can always pop them into the elbow creases. Still that head, arms, chest are heavy for 3, 2, and 1. Releasing the hands, straightening those legs out, restack the spine nice and slow. Coming all the way up, rolling the shoulders back, lifting the hands up and overhead. Interlace the fingers, push the palms up to the ceiling. Butterfly the arms down, chin to chest, round through the spine, all the way down, nice and slow. Restack, back up tall. Rolling the shoulders back, lift the arms up and overhead. Interlace the fingers, palms up. Coming all the way back down now, chin to chest, round through the spine. Now we're going to reach our hands down towards the mat. We're keeping our legs straight here. Our gaze is going back in between the legs. Either fingertips on the mat or in space, wherever they can get to. Bend the knees and then straighten. Now our gaze is just going to stay looking back between the knees the whole time. Bend and extend. Bend and extend. All right, next time you bend the knees, look forward. And then straighten the legs, look back between the legs. Bend the knees, look forward. Straighten back. Bend the knees, look forward. Straighten. Beautiful, that's it. Let's go for 3, 2, and last one. Reset the spine really slow here. We're going to come up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms up and overhead. Interlace the fingers. Push the palms up. Take the body or the arms over to the right and then over to the left. Once more each side. Over to the right and over to the left. Beautiful. Drop the hands back down by your side, interlacing your fingers behind your back. Taking your legs out to roughly about the side of the mat, the turn of the mat. And then we're going to think about dropping our chest down towards the mat as we lift the arms up towards the ceiling. We'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Restack. Lifting those arms up and overhead, interlace the fingers again, palms up. And butterfly the hands back down by your side. We'll just finish off with our swings. We'll do our butterfly swings today. So arms up. We're going to swing those arms as we bend the knees. We come back up, swinging those arms. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and last ones. All the way back up, drop the arms back down by your side, roll out of those shoulders. Whew, we're all done.